my name is Ed Knowledge, and welcome to another edition of Kayfabe Confessions. Now, I hadn't been on here in about 3 weeks, and there's a good reason for that. The reason I hadn't been on here in about 3 weeks is because so much is going on in the world of pro wrestling, and I just didn't know when to make another episode. I think right now, though, the time is right. Because last night, on Elimination Chamber from the WWE, the pay-per-view leading in to WrestleMania, I saw something that pissed me off. You might say, what is that, Ed Knowledge? Well, that was John Superman Cena once again going to be in a title match. This time against The Miz. Now, do you really think for 1 minute that he has a chance? No. Now, this is being taped before Monday Night Raw, so something may happen on Monday Night Raw to change things up. As for now, WWE, you screwed up. That matchup should have been won by John Morrison. I mean, this guy has went from a zero to a hero in no time flat. They pushed the parkour. They have him climbing up stuff, risking his body. Hell, he is the new Jeff Hardy. Yeah, I said it, without the drugs. He is the new Jeff Hardy of the WWE. I mean, the guy hurt his knee in the match, and he still managed to defeat Sheamus. He still almost won the entire thing. Now, personally, you might say, well, do you think that that would be as big a matchup as Miz and Cena? Probably not. But here's the problem I have with the whole situation. Cena needs to fight The Rock. That's right, I said it. Cena needs to fight The Rock. We don't need to see The Rock as a special guest referee. We're going to see him the whole night anyway. He's going to be out there the whole damn time. I want to see The Rock in action. I want to see The Rock taking names and kicking tail like only The Rock can do. I want to see him take Super Cena and turn him into no Cena. Nothing Cena. 1, 2, 3, pinned down to the mat Cena. I am so sick of it. And I know that Vince loves Cena, and I know he's a good role model. But give me a break. The fans have spoken. The fans want to see it. Vince McMahon, I know you got balls, and I know you're the man. Make it happen. We don't want a special guest referee. We want action. Rock, Cena, change it up. Now, on to other leagues. TNA. I said in my little Facebook comments that I was going to talk about how TNA can mimic an MMA event and be successful. You might say, how do you know anything about MMA events? You watch it on TV? Well, of course, I've watched the UFC on television. I watched the WEC. I've watched Strikeforce. I watched all these groups. But that's not what I'm talking about. I recently went, in fact, it was just this past weekend, to a local MMA show. And let me tell you, wasn't too keen on the renouncing. Wasn't too keen on the light show. I mean, everything was alright, I guess. But the crowd was crazy. And you know why? And now I know people's going to say, well, it's because MMA is real. That is true. MMA is real. But that is not the only reason why. It's because these guys give their heart and their soul to their match. Even if they sucked, they give their heart and their soul. Everything they had. And they made impact. ECW was the original group that made Impact in pro wrestling popular. Not TNA Impact either, I mean Impact. When these guys hit, they hit. No, they didn't try to kill each other, but they made contact. When they hit, you knew it hurt. When you hit, you know they hit them. And you know, even though it wasn't on the up and up, these guys were determined to make it look like it was. You know, Rob Feinstein of our video made a good point too. The mid-80s, the glory days of pro wrestling. You know what? I guarantee you, the Crockett era, that 80% of the people thought that was real. I know I did. Yeah, I was just a kid, but you know what? I had adults that believed that too. And you know why they believe that? Because these guys didn't come out with scripted promos. They didn't come out here with backstage antics acting like fools. They come out acting like me or you, except they could kick your ass. That's why. That's why they were popular. They had a different product from the WWE. TNA is trying to copy the WWE. You can't beat them at their own game, TNA. I don't care if you do have Bischoff. I don't care if you do have Hogan. When TNA was the most popular, they had the women's division, which of course at the time was one of the toughest women's divisions in the whole world because they made contact. Those women were tough. Then you had the X division. Why was it popular? Was it because all these guys could go out and work a mic and have personality? No, it's because those guys were tough. They did things that nobody else had ever seen before. But you know what? TNA has gotten away from that. And now all TNA wants to do is try to copy the WWE. And what they're going to do is dig their own graves. I hardly ever even watch TNA anymore. But all you got to do is just look at that stupid Angle Jarett-Angle. I hate to say that, but that's what it is. The wife, the ex-husband. Yeah, it's real in real life, but it's stupid. Nobody cares about Jeff Jarrett. Anybody knows that Kurt Angle could kick your ass in a heartbeat and not even break a sweat. Not disrespecting Jeff Jarrett as a wrestler, but he has got nothing on Kurt Angle. There's no way he should even be in the same ring competing with Kurt Angle and think he can beat him. No way. Because not only is he not the wrestler Kurt Angle has been, or ever will be, or ever has been, but he is old. Bottom line, he is past his prime. So all I can say to tell you, excuse me there, I'm a little excited, is that you need to quit copying the WWE and do your own thing. Finally, the last thing I want to talk about today is independent leagues running in one building. Now, the league I'm working for right now is going to be starting running in one building in the month of March. A lot of people might say, why would you want to do that? Don't you want to travel around and get lots of different kinds of people to see your product? Well, of course we do. But what is best for your wrestling league? The CWF does it. Pure Pro Wrestling does it, and even ECW did it in the beginning. Now, will any of these little leagues like the CWF or let's say SCWA or PPW ever be as big as, let's say, a WWE, a Ring of Honor, a TNA? Probably not, but you know what? They're doing what's best for them. It keeps costs down, you draw the loyal fans, and guess what? You don't have to worry about finding a building. You don't have to stress about that. You can concentrate on the shows, concentrate on the talent, and concentrate on the fans. You might say, well, it's not working for TNA. You know why? Because TNA is in the amusement park. TNA is not in a real building that is for wrestling. It is in a building that people go into to watch wrestling because they are hot, they're sweaty, they're tired from being at the amusement park all day, and they go there because they need a break. That is all that TNA's building is. Not saying there's not any real fans there, but that's basically the gist of it. So, if you're running an indie league and you want to, I guess, have your wrestling in one arena every week, guess what? More power to you. If it works for you, then keep doing what you gotta do. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Kayfabe Confessions. My name is Ed Knowledge, and hopefully we'll see you real soon, and we'll talk more about WrestleMania, the Independence, TNA, hell, who knows? See you next time on Kayfabe Confessions.